Gokigenyo everyone, welcome to Vivi Garden. I am the gardener and today we'll be talking about the game that this channel is all about, Assault Lily Last Bullet W. As of the recording of this video, the game is about to launch in less than 24 hours. First, let me introduce myself. I'm a JP server veteran player and also a tactician of my JP Legion with 2 years of PvP experience. I have led my Legion into lots of high ranking placement. Some include top 6 in Gold Division 5th LCS and top 32 in Gold Division 6 LCS. LCS stands for Legion Championship and is the highest stage a Legion can fight with other Legion. Then there's a Platinum Division which is practically reserved for Rare. Now, into the content today. What does role do and how does that affect a Legion? Firstly, you need to roll what kind of roles in the game. In the Legion PvP, there are 9 members. The members are then divided into 5 Vanguard, aka back row player, and 4 Vanguard, aka front row player. While in PvE, you have 4 members, and they are all your characters since the PvE is mostly a single player content. Let's start with PvE. For the 4 members, 2 will be the Vanguard and 2 will be the Rearguard. For example, in this video, I am using Shirayuyu for her self-attack buffing and faster memory usage Yoshimura Timai. While for the back row, usually you have character for buff or debuffer or healer. And there are lots of them, so I will just use what is here. Fumi-chan for her order buff and Seizawa Chikaru for her debuff too. All of those effects come from the rare skill. Each lilies have their own rare skills and I will talk a bit about it later on. Next is the most important part, PvP. A rearguard can be divided into buffer, debuffer and healer. A vanguard can be divided into special attack vanguard or physical attack vanguard. A standard legion will consist of 2 healer, 2 debuffer and 1 buffer rearguard. Note that I say standard, so Legion leader can change this formation as they see fit. Buffer, using the available memoria, can be further classified into attack buffer and defense buffer. This means the buffer deck will be specifically made up of cards or memoria that buff solely attack, and vice versa defense. Of course, mix is also a choice if your deck doesn't have enough cards for such effect. The buffer, using the same explanation as buffer, they can be further classified into also attack debuffer and defense debuffer. The deck will be consist of memoria that debuff enemy attack, defense or mix of both. Same theory apply into this role. Healer is the special one. If you play this role, you will forsake all offensive in both of your attack stat and solely focus on both defense and special defense. This is because the healing memoria of this game scales off your total defense. The higher your total defense, the higher the healing amount you will provide to your Vanguard. Now, here is the more important part. Take really careful note of the following. If you are an attacker buffer or debuffer, when you are crafting or rolling for your charm, your weapon substat, focus on both attack, as the amount of percentage of your attack buff and debuff scales off your total attack. If you are a defense buffer or debuffer, follow the same theory instead of focus of your total defense. Just like healer, cause your debuff buff and debuff scale off your total defense stat. I repeat, defense buffer focus on defense, attack buffer focus on attack. This is the same for debuffer too. And for healer, just go all in defense. Take note, some charms have a higher stat over the others. So when you're choosing charm for your weapon, do look out for this. Now for the Vanguard. Vanguard can be classified into 2 types, special attack Vanguard and physical attack Vanguard. If a Legion running all 4 of the same Vanguard, we call it a special attack Legion and vice versa. Now, Vanguard also have single attack Vanguard and LE attack Vanguard. Why are we using LE attack instead of single attack? In PvP, this is cause some memoria of this icon is a multi-target icon. Means if you use this memoria during battle, it will hit 1 or 2 targets at the same time. Depends on RNG. And because in the PvP of this game is using a point counter system, the more target your attack hit, the higher the point you will get. While a single target memoria only hit 1 target, no matter how high the damage you deal, you will still only get the point of attacking one target. Also, for the weapon of your vanguard, if you go for a special attack route, focus on weapon with high special attack base stat and rolls for your weapon substat with high special attack. This is also applied for physical attack vanguard, vice versa. Small note, weapon have two skills. One is for PvE and only activate during PvE, and one is for PvP that can only be activated during PvP. Now, orders. In Shino Alice terms, this will be the same as your nightmare. As you can see, a Lily can bring up to 5 orders, the rest is just a statistics. But during a PvP match, each member of your Legion can use one order during the duration of the match, and that order cannot be used again. There are some restrictions applied, such as if the same effect order is used, the order cannot be used again. This is just one of the many effects and restrictions of orders. I will talk a lot more in depth about orders in the other video, cause this is a lengthy topic. So, Lily rare skill. Each Lily have their own rare skill. There are some Lily with different costume will have different rare skill even though they are the same Lily. For example, this Yu and this Yu. Both even though are Yu, but they have different rare skill cause they are different costume and come from the different type of story memoria. I won't explain too much of the effect of the rare skill of each Lily as this is Japan version and there are lots of rare skill here. Maybe a separate video about this topic, but rare skill itself is very self-explanatory with its effect. Do note that during a PvP matches, each day 2 of the Lily from the current Lily's pool will be chosen to be allowed to use the rare skill during that PvP of that day. So it is important for a Legion to have multiple different Lily and rare skill ready when such times come. But because the rare skill designation is random, I won't make a tier list of it, because in the case of, I say this is a tier SS rare skill, but during the whole duration of the PvP event, i.e. Legion League, that particular rare skill does not appear even once on the list of the 2 Lily per day, is useless and cannot do anything even though it's a SS rare skill. Your tactician of the Legion need to take note of what rare skill available for the day and adjust it into your strategy. Now, that's everything for today's video. Thanks for watching my first video of the channel. It is my dream to become a content creator for a game I love, and Assault Lily Last Bullet is the game I love the most, and I'm happy to be given the chances to spread the game to the EN side of the players. Don't forget to leave a comment and ask me a question. I will read every comment and will give explanation for any question arise. You can also find me in the game Discord under the name Yuhi. The next video will be about pulling opinion, future banner guide, and everything about pulling for those free to play, and also spending guide for those wanted to spend. But that video will only come out after the game had released, as I need to see for myself what will happen with our accelerated schedule since we have skipped 1 year ahead. Also, I would suggest and urge you to watch the anime of the game if you still haven't watched it. The anime explains a lot of the world building and some key terms of the game. Those people that say this game is an anime-based game is totally wrong, as the whole franchise started from a bunch of Assault Lily figurines. Thanks for watching and God bless your pool. Go Kigenyo!